We're hitting form at just the right time. We've got quarter-final and a semi-final today. Let's get into it. Yes, hello and welcome into the Killie boys here on Football Manager 21 on the 11am Sports YouTube channel. If you're new around here, do hit that subscribe button for more daily Football Manager content. And if you did miss the last episode, go and have a watch of it. We played against Besiktas. And as you can see from the result on screen, we've qualified for the next round where we play against Dundalk today in our first leg of the quarter-final of the Euro Cup 2. And we get to play Hibs in the Scottish Cup semi-final. We've played 2 games since the last episode. One of those was against Ayr where we won 2-0. Bookert and Ludovic with the goals for us there. And we beat Motherwell 1-0 thanks to a Renan Augusto header in the 13th minute. Looks like we're hitting form just at the right time. And we've got a game against Dundalk in the Euro Cup 2 quarter-final to start off this episode. Let's get straight into it and show you the team. So we've got some injuries to Pepe Ortiz, Da Silva, Ludovic, Calafiore, Egan Riley. So basically the squad picks itself. The 18 players who are going to get to play against Dundalk here all pick themselves. But I picked these 11 to play in this game. We're going to go with Morris in goal as usual. Renan Augusto and Anderson at the back, who seem to be our new defensive centre-back partnership. Magallanes on the right and Maza gets the game on the left-hand side. João Francisco gets the game in midfield alongside Hamill because we've got Ludovic injured and Velasquez is on a yellow, so I don't want to get suspended, to be honest. So João Francisco and Hamill in the middle, Lambert on the right, Bookert on the left, and Graham alongside Miranda up front. Let's see how they get on. You can see more goals from Miranda. Graham's not scored for a while, so hopefully he can get one in this game. Fingers crossed. So Dundalk are playing a 5 at the back, 3 central midfielders and 2 up front, so hopefully we're not overrun in the middle too much with our 2 centre mids against their 3. But let's see how we do. We are away in Ireland for the first leg, but there's a highlight here. After a minute and Lambert drives forward with the ball, cuts in field. Is he going to hit it? He is indeed, and it's a good save from Talbot. Magallanes with the ball on the right hand side. João Francisco and Graham, and the ball's cleared away, but Anderson blooters that ball deep into the corner. I wonder if Bookert will chase this down. He does indeed. It's Miranda actually into Graham, and Graham, just as I was saying, hopefully he scores a goal. He scored a cracking volley into the top corner, and Killie are up 1-0 inside 5 minutes. The ball was blootered down into this corner here. For some reason, Daly kept it in. Miranda goes and crosses the ball over, and Graham volleys that right into the top corner. The keeper had no chance, and he's finally found some shooting boots, some scoring boots, and we're up 1-0. It's a highlight here for Dundalk with a throw-in. The ball gets switched across the field, but it's intercepted by us, and Bookert's got the ball now. He's driving infield. Can he find Lambert on the right-hand side? He does indeed. And Lambert drives infield. What's he going to do with it? Will he hit it from the edge of the box? No, he gets challenged, but Maza collects it on this left-hand side, plays it into Hamill, and Hamill gets the ball back to João Francisco, into Bookert, and Miranda, and Lambert, through to Bookert, and that's lovely play between our front 4 there. And we're up 2-0 after 17 minutes here. This could be an utter annihilation in this quarter-final first leg here. You see João Francisco with the ball into Bookert, and into some lovely play. Bookert into Miranda, into Lambert, and Lambert threads the ball through for Bookert, just overloading the centre-backs there with our inverted wingers coming in field. And that's us up 2-0. And Edward Lambert has got an injury, so we will maybe have to make some changes here. Let's move Maza to right wing because he can play there. And we'll bring on Ryan Law at left back. Ryan Law, I don't know if you remember Ryan Law, but we signed him a few seasons ago now. He's been out on loan at St Johnstone for several seasons, and in Coventry, he's not actually played a game for us. So this is going to be his debut, unless he played in a cup or something like that. But this could be his first game for us, and he comes on at left back for us here after half an hour after the injury to Edward Lambert, which is very disappointing indeed. The ball comes down the right hand side here, and Law clears the ball away. His first bit of action we got to see, and he did very well. When Miranda comes away with this ball, can he find Graham with it? He can. And Graham, can he get past his man? He hits it, and that's nearly another cracking strike in that top corner. And we still lead 2-0 here. Dundalk are yet to have a shot in the game, and it looks like total domination for Kilmarnock here as we reach half-time. A couple of shots for Dundalk at the end of the half, just to ruin my thing that they haven't had a shot. But I'll say I'm very happy, and we'll start this second half. Velasquez has come on in the middle of the park for Yao Francisco, and he's played the ball out here to Law, and he swings the ball over. I think it's headed away, but Velasquez collects it again, and Magallanes finds Mazza, and Mazza back to Magallanes. What's he going to do with the ball? Finds Mazza again, swings it in toward Booker at the back post, and it's a lovely headed goal. He's 22nd of the season. He's second of the game. That's a lovely, lovely headed finish. A well-worked goal from us there on this right-hand side. Magallanes and Mazza, the two full-backs. I know Mazza's moved forward to playing the winger here, but lovely ball in from Mazza. And Booker just has to walk onto that ball. And we're up 3-0. Jens Kastrup, our club captain, is getting an unusual appearance for him. He's not really played much for us this season, but he's come off the bench for Ryan Hamill. And the ball is with Dundalk in the middle of the park here. Clancy with it, plays it forward toward Carty, but he heads it on to nobody. And Renan Augusto collects and plays it to Anderson. We'll go down this left-hand side. I think Law with it. He comes forward. What's he going to do with the ball here? He finds Booker, and Booker plays the ball infield to Miranda. And Miranda with it switches the play toward Mazza, but it's intercepted by Ferry. And can Dundalk break away? Does not look like they can. They can indeed, though, over the top toward Carty. Can Morris save it? He can. 1-on-1, and Morris makes a cracking save there to keep the clean sheet for Kilmarnock with 5 minutes to go. And Magallanes here with the throw in on the right hand side finds Alan Graham. And Graham plays it back to Velasquez, and Mazza, he comes in field. Is Mazza going to hit this himself? He finds it Booker, and it's deflected back towards the goalkeeper and cleared away. But Renan Augusto heads it away. And there's a chance here for Dundalk, but no, poor passing, and Kastrup eventually collects the ball after Anderson intercepted it. And Booker drives across the field with it. Is he going to find Mazza on this right hand side? He is indeed. Mazza collects the ball, finds Magallanes. Could this ball get swung into the box? It is indeed toward Kastrup, and Kastrup hits it from the edge of the box and just wide of that goal. You can see the time is ticking away here to finish this game. It looks like a comfortable 3-0 win for Kilmarnock in this first leg to take away for the second leg, the return leg to Rugby Park, which you'll get to see in the next episode. It should be a formality. Fingers crossed. This is unfortunate. Edward Lambert was injured in the last game, obviously, and he's out for 2 to 3 months, which means he misses the rest of the season. He was a very, very good, a very important player. Remember, we played a lot of money for him after we had him on loan at the start of the season. So that's an important player on that right-hand side for us, missing for the run-in in what is the Scottish Cup and the Euro Cup 2 and the League. Well, we're going to have to find how we can replace him. It's likely going to be someone like a Minamino, but we'll see if we need to sugar anything about. So that has left us in some pretty good form. We've now had 5 wins on the bounce, and hopefully we can continue that form when we play against Hibs in the Scottish Cup semi-final in a couple of days' time. We'll see you there. And the first Scottish Cup semi-final was played on the Saturday, we played on the Sunday, and Celtic won it 1-0 thanks to a David Turnbull penalty. So if we do win this game against Hibs, we will play Celtic in the final. Right, so here is the team that we're going to play up against Hibs. There's a few changes because we've got some fairly tired legs on the field. And in fact, there's another one I'm about to make for that exact reason as well. So this is what the team is going to look like. We're going to go with Morris in goal, Renan Augusto and Anderson at centre-back. Mazza's going to move to right-back because Magallanes is a bit tired, so hardly gets the game at left-back. Yao Francisco plays in the middle alongside Velasquez because we've got Ryan Hamill, who's not particularly fit. Mooney gets a game on the right-hand side, replacing the injured Lambert. Minamino gets a game on the left because Booker is struggling for fitness as well. And Graham and Miranda get to play up front. So it's a little bit of a rotated team. Some of it is because of fitness, some of it's just because of injuries and stuff like that we've got. But hopefully it's good enough still to beat Hibs and get through to the final of this Scottish Cup. Remember, the Scottish Cup is the only title of the Scottish titles, at least, that I've not won as Kilmarnock manager. I've won the league and I've won the Betfred Cup, but we've not won the Scottish Cup. So hopefully we can do that this year. But Hibs do have the ball here early on in this game. Brown plays it to Masengo, and Portes gets the ball back, and Masengo and Glass, and the ball's getting passed about here. Reid with it on the right hand side. What's he going to do with this ball? Hardly challenges and gives away a penalty. Oh, fantastic. What a way to start this game. Oh, goodness me. Who's going to step up? It's Milan steps up to take the penalty, and it's a great penalty in the top corner. And Hibs are up 1-0 early on in this game. We have not been very good in this first half hour, so I've made a little change and we're now playing 4-2-3-1 to bring someone else back into the midfield, just in case the three midfielders of Hibs are kind of overrunning ours. But we've still only had one shot in the whole game. We've had most of the ball, but not had the chances, and that's disappointing indeed. We've not been playing very well at all. I'm going to say I expect to see a much better second half, and a lot of them seem motivated from that. I think we're going to encourage the entire team, and we might have to change the positive, or from a positive to an attacking mentality if we don't sort this out. There's a highlight here for us, thrown in on the right hand side by Mazza, and Mazza gets the ball down the line. He's still going with it. He cuts in field now, finds Miranda, who's playing that attacking midfield role now for us, and Velasquez gets it, and it's through to Alan Graham, and can Graham score? He can indeed. His 12th goal of the season. He scored in the last game, he scored in this one, finding his shooting boots just toward the end of the season, just what we want from Alan Graham. In fact, we'd have liked him to have shooting boots the whole season, but if he only scores at the end of the season, we'll take that as well. Velasquez threads that ball through, Graham pounces on it and gets it by our former goalkeeper, Robbie Much, and that's 1-1. And another highlight here, thrown in by Hardley into Miranda on this left-hand side, and Hardley goes down the line. And while he swing this ball in, he plays it back to Minamino, and he finds Velasquez, and Velasquez will hit it, and he nearly curls it into that far corner, but not quite, and it's a highlight for Hibs. Milan swings it in toward the back post, and it's cleared by Renan Augusto, and Ewan has the ball on the edge of the box, and Portes and Masengo are forcing them out. Reed finds it, Milan, the ball's played back to Reed, can hardly keep him away, he can indeed, he challenges well and plays it forward, but there's no one there to collect it, and Robertson comes down this right hand side for Hibs. Reed with it again, Bjorn Hardley up against him, don't give him out a foul, you've already got a yellow card and you've given away a penalty, and it's swung in and it's bounced off of Renan Augusto. How unfortunate is that? And we're down 2-1. I don't know what to say about that. Reed up against Hardley. Hardley doesn't challenge because he's on a yellow, can't give away another penalty as well, and Reed swings that ball in, it just bounces off Augusto. And then to the empty goal, and it's 2-1 Hibs with 20 minutes to go here. And we're bringing on the big guns now. Roman Bookert and Ryan Hamill coming on for Miranda and Minamino, both of whom have not had very good games at all. And we'll see how this helps us in these last 20 minutes. I'm going to demand more from this entire team for these last 10 minutes of this game. Something needs to happen, and it doesn't look like it is. We'll bring on Calafiore for Velasquez. See if that works. I don't quite know why I've done that. Encourage the entire team. We're still on attacking, and that's a highlight right at the end of the game. And it's a penalty kick. It is indeed. Who's going to take this? It's Alan Graham. Can he finish and get us? No, he's wide. Oh, he shot it wide. Oh, no. How on earth has he thrown away that for us? We had a penalty kick, and he throws it away at the end of this game. Oh, my goodness me. I'm still in shock. There's a highlight going on. But Graham miles wide with that penalty, and we've lost the game because of that miss from Alan Graham. 12 yards out, all he had to do was hit the target, and he could not do that. Mazza's thrown the ball in here. I don't quite know why we've still got a highlight. It's after the 4 minutes added time. And oh my goodness me, we've lost 2-1 to Hibs. Alan Graham misses a penalty in the 94th minute, which would have taken it to extra time. Oh, I'm not happy with that result at all. Oh, that's so disappointing. Oh, dearie me. When you look at that, it's unfortunate for us. We conceded a goal from a penalty and an own goal, and we missed a penalty of our own. But still, we should really have done better in that game, and that's really disappointing. Well, that does mean there is no Scottish Cup final to finish off our year. It's just the Euro Cup 2, which we'll be concentrating on, as well as the league trying to get in third place. I noticed that I hadn't shown you how the Scottish Premiership looked after our 2 wins. We're currently in 4th, 2 points behind St Mirren going into the split, so it's very close indeed, and we hopefully can get third place should we perform fairly well. However, we did just lose to Hibs in the Scottish Cup semi-final, and they are the 6th team in the Championship group, so hopefully we don't lose to them again when we end up playing against them in the league. But yeah, it's a disappointing way to end that episode, but it's a nice start after the 3-0 win, and we'll get to see that second leg in the next episode. We'll be played in Dalk's second leg, and we'll also play Rangers, who we play in our first game of the post-split fixtures. They're currently top of the table, so it could be a very interesting game indeed. Then after that, the next episode will probably be something around the Euro Cup 2 semi-finals when it do appear. I'm not quite sure where they appear in this fixture list, but we'll probably be playing them at some point in there, as well as our running. It could be a very interesting run, and as I say, to get third place, not for the top of the table, unfortunately, that's well away from us this season, but certainly to get third, that's the aim, to try and push for third, and the board would be happy with a third place finish. So that's what we've got to try and do. And if we can do very well in Europe, it looks like we're going to get to the semi-final. We could win a European competition, which would be no mean feat at all. So that could be very exciting indeed. But if you're looking forward to the next episode, where we play Dundalk and top of the table Rangers, then do please leave a like on the video, hit that thumbs up, it really does help out. Subscribe if you're new around here and you haven't already subscribed. And until the next video, we'll see you then.